Alright, this rant is way overdue. I am very sorry. I'm having this rant for a very, very long time. And as you can tell, it's about Xbox Live. More importantly, not Xbox Live itself. It's great. But the people on Xbox Live. There's one group that really worries me. So, let me just explain the groups. There are starting around the top, the pro gamers are in their 20s to 30s that haven't played video games their entire life. And they're playing, they're having a good time, they're playing competitively, talk trashing. That's fine. I have no problem with them. They're okay, especially the nice ones. I've met a few nice ones over at Xbox. They're really nice. Alright, next group down one would be the young adults, the 20s, the early 20s to 25. Basically very competitive. I personally have not met one of them, but I'm pretty sure they're nice, or at least a few of them. One step lower than that, the teenagers, 15 to 18. Actually, no, let me cut that. Yeah, 15 to 18. These are the guys that are there are two types. The people that keep their own words to themselves, they're very nice, they have all but nice things to say. Then we all men, the guys that just don't know when to shut up. They talk trash, they're very disrespectful, and we hate them. Alright, we always hate them. So, then one step lower, the preteens, 10 to 11 year olds. Well, you should really look out for them, because they're young. If you see them swearing, tell them that's not right. Alright, it's just very wrong. I hate coming online, hearing a 10-year-old swearing. That just really grinds my gears. But they're not the age group I'm talking about. One age group lower, the little kids. Well, actually, they're the two age groups, the 10 preteens and the kids. Kids, I'm talking about anywhere below 10. And I just hate how parents, I'm not telling you how to parent, but I actually was in my GameStop, and they were coming in to buy Modern Warfare 2. I'm like, oh, it's probably for their teenage son or something. Then their not even 6, younger than 6-year-old son comes in with his father to buy the game. I was just astonished that they're getting a 6-year-old a video game. I know some of you are going to say, well, maybe they had a teenage son whose birthday was coming up, but they actually gave the little kid the case so he could look at it, make sure it's the right game. And that just really ticks me off. If you are a parent, play the game before you let your kid play it, after you bought it. Like, have your husband or something learn how to play Xbox or PS3 or Wii. Or, right now, YouTube. But if your kid wants the game, type in the game he wants in gameplay, and just watch the gameplay. Make your decision there before you even go to the game store. That ticks me off. And that's just the main thing. And when you're in your preteen years, that's when your brain mostly develops. Now, I'm not saying that video games cause violence. I know they don't. I'm 13. I've never had a time where video games have caused me to do violent things. I've gotten a little upset, but when I get upset, I just get off, relax a little bit, and I get back on. But it just ticks me off to see little kids just run around swearing to be cool, playing a violent video game. Because I think if you are letting your son play a game like Modern Warfare 2 or Grand Theft Auto, they're highly violent, highly gory. And I'm not talking about they cause violence, I'm talking about nightmares. After playing Gears of War, it was so gory. I almost had a nightmare about how gory it was. Very dark in color, very music fitting the mood, and then blood everywhere. Exaggerated blood. And, I mean, especially for a little kid to go through that, that's not right. You shouldn't have a little kid play a game where it's black and white and red. I think parents actually look at the game before you buy it, because you don't know what your kids are playing. Especially if they have it in their room, you don't know who they're talking to. But the safest thing, if you have a kid under the age of 13, keep your Xbox in your living room or something. Somewhere you can watch them, listen to what they're talking about, or have them keep their door open so you can listen to what he or she is saying. Because I think it's very important to know what your son or daughter is saying, what he or she are playing, and so on and so forth. No, and I have been watching videos about kids freaking out over video games, swearing. I don't swear a lot. Like if you saw my game about my AC/DC rock band, one of them I said the H word, because that's the song title, and that's really not swearing. I'm talking about when you get really angry and say it at the top of your lungs. And I met a kid who said he was 8 years old, who sounded like he was 8 years old, and he claimed he was 15. He's either 8 years old or he's like Justin Bieber, who hasn't hit vocal puberty yet. And that's another rant for another day, but yeah, I just think parents, before you even buy the game, look it up on YouTube, or just look at the game. The ESRB ratings. They're on 2 places on the game case, on the game disc, and on the game manual. That is 3 places where it just has the letter, and 1 place where it gives you why. And usually when parents are looking at games, they look at the pictures on the back, see how much blood and gore. They won't put any gore on the back of the cases, because they know a little kid can come along, pick it up and say, "Ooh, mommy, look at this. His brain is out there." No, and I'm going to give you a nice little example. Call of Duty World at War. Rated M for mature, 17 plus. Blood and gore, intense violence, strong language. And now I'm rolling over to where my video games are. Grand Theft Auto, rated M for mature. Blood, intense violence, partial nudity, strong language, strong sexual contact, use of drugs or alcohol. Halo 3, rated M, blood and gore, mild language violence. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Blood and gore, intense violence, strong language. And last but not least, Gears of War. I've been wanting to see this for a while. Blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, and for mature. So parents, and those are very popular games right now. Call of Duty series, highly popular. Halo, it was on number 1 on first day sales for a very long time. And Gears of War, they're coming out with the 3rd one. And the first game was highly popular, a lot of pre-order sales. And Grand Theft Auto, it has over 90 million units sold for the entire series. And parents, if you do not want to watch what your kids are doing, at least sit them down, teach them right from wrong. Check out a guy's channel, Gamer Muzz. Type him in. He is the voice of reason for video games. He is what makes me want to say what I say right now. Because if you told me that video games cause violence and say, oh, it starts here, here, and here, I would have believed you if you're a doctor. But now I don't believe you because of Gamer Muzz. He is a strong inspiration, and half the things for video games are accidental, like the racist Resident Evil 5. That was an accident. So what? He was in Africa. So what? Well, comment, rate, subscribe. That's all for now. Bye.